again, Dave behind the camera with NC Beer Guys. Welcome to another episode of NC Beer Buzz. For the longest time now, a couple of years, we've been hearing about this brewery in New Bern, Brewery 99. And we haven't had a chance to get to Craven County, so we're going to make up for that today. So we found our way to Craven County down in New Bern. We're right off Broad Street at Brewery 99. This is Pete Frey. Pete is the one-man show here. He's got some others to help him, including his dad, who keeps the books and does the finances out here. And it's got an assistant, but Pete is mostly it. So we want to come down and see what we're doing, and he's pouring us a drink, and we appreciate that. What are we drinking?
That's the oatmeal stout. It's called Hideout Stout.
Okay, Hideout Stout. Because we're a little hidden here. When you come to the address, don't think you've missed it. It is right behind another building, and you kind of got to do a little gymnastics to find it. But just give Pete a holler. Pete will come out.
Yeah, anytime. I'm here all the time. And,
well, when are you open for public?
Friday and Saturday from 2 to 10.
Okay, cool. And we got a little tap area. You usually got 3 or 4 beers on. Most of what do you try to do? 3?
Yeah. Well, I'd like. Sometimes I have 4, but and sometimes I would like to be open more hours, but it's all based on supply and demand.
Sure.
This is as fast as I can
make the beer.
Yep.
Right. So how did we get into the beer business? What had you done before?
Well, my family, we're from Wisconsin, so I grew up in a beer soaked culture, and it was a part of life. And
nice.
I love beer my whole life. I worked in restaurants for 14 years, and then I was in a bakery, always so I could have money to afford to buy a nice beer. And then at one point, one of my beer suppliers said, "Pete, you can make better beer than you can make.
Then you can buy, right.
You buy." So I took them up on it.
So you were home brewing on the side? Were you already brewing kind of on your own?
Yeah. And then I worked for Mother Earth for 2 years.
Okay.
And then came back to New Bern and started this. Rented out this little building that was zoned commercial. And piece by piece, built a mash tun, built a kettle, and then actually brewed in here to make sure the system worked, and then started with the paperwork and bringing the building up to code and opening the doors.
And how receptive, you being the first and only, and so far only and still only, brewery in New Bern and in Craven County, did they work with you or work against you, or how were the zoning laws and that kind of stuff? Was it a struggle?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a common story, especially when you're breaking new ground. The next guy comes along will be benefiting from what you've already done, of course.
Yeah.
But it was tough.
Yeah.
Are they all right now with it, or they just do not have a brewery?
I think I've had some really nice comments from the city and everybody who's here. There's a couple hundred people that come through here every weekend. And everybody's got something nice to say, and they come back.
Right. That's great. That's good. And now, besides coming and drinking in the tap room, you got some local accounts?
No.
So if you want Brewery 99, you need to come in here. Find your butt at this table.
Yeah. I am working on getting a special event permit so I can take bottles
out places.
Yeah.
Right.
But I've got another fermenter on its way early February, so I can have more beer on hand and maybe have a few more hours during the week to be open.
Right. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Now you're kind of a one-man show, like I said. Is that the challenge, doing it all? I mean, you can't spend all your time doing beer because you've got to run the business, you've got to do the marketing, you've got to do the PR, you've got to do it all. Or does that suit you? I mean, some people would find that to be a perfect situation.
Well, I was a boat builder here, and I didn't have a lot of money to start a brewery. So I had to just work, save, invest.
And do as
little
you
by
went.
little. It took a long time.
But then you're not in hock to some bank or some ownership partnership.
Right. My business plan is to make this place more awesome and bigger.
And as you can afford to do that, you'll do that.
Yeah, and we have been. We're at this moment, we're 5 times bigger than we were 2 years ago when we opened. By the end of this year, we'll be 7 times bigger as far as amount of beer to make.
To produce.
Yeah.
Right.
We went from making 1 barrel a month to 7 barrels a month in 2 years.
And that's pretty amazing. And like you said, that's based mostly on the market. People are drinking the beer. That's demand.
Yeah.
What's the best seller?
The Configurant, this pale ale right here.
Is it the best beer, in your opinion, or just the best seller?
I love them all.
Is it most approachable?
I make them for me. I make because I love beer, and it just happens that everybody else likes them too. And based on that demand for my beer, I've figured out that the Configurant is the #1 seller.
So why do you think that is? Is it most like a non-craft? Is it like a gateway, or does it look like it? I mean, some people look at these two beers and would say, I don't want the dark one, I want the light one, because that looks more like beers they're used to.
Well, there's only 3 choices here, so people try them all, and that's the one they choose. It's
okay.
Do you want to try it? It's not. It's made with English hops.
Sure.
So it's not like an American
over West Coast or anything, right?
Real citrusy. It's
that's good.
It's floral and pungent, and not too hoppy.
Right.
So
a nice aroma on it too. That's great.
I guess that's what people enjoy. They enjoy the noble hops.
So you must have a very loyal following of people that come every so often, people that you know and love and appreciate.
Yeah.
But you also must get some new people like almost every weekend.
Yeah.
Being New Bern being what it is, how seasonal is it?
I think on Yelp we're rated #1 with 5 solid stars. So every Friday and Saturday there's at least 6 people that come in from out of state or from 4 or 5 hours away, and they haven't been to New Bern, and they haven't been anywhere in New Bern, and they end up here in this little well-hidden
How about that?
shack. And they come in and they're like, you know,
this is amazing. We didn't know you were here, and we were able to find you.
Yeah, and they're the ones that keep writing the TripAdvisor and Yelp reviews that give us 5 stars.
And when you're only option in town, that's going for you there.
Yeah,
that's right.
I wouldn't mind having. I think it'd be neat to be like Asheville and have 30 breweries. I think the more the merrier.
Yeah, we don't find that the beer business is much about competition as it is about. There's a word that Dave uses: cooperation, co-opetition.
Nice.
You know, where you're all in this together in some senses.
Yeah.
You come from some Mother Earth background. You've got a brewer network, because people found out we were coming down here. They also say hello to Pete. You know, we had never met, but people knew you and knew what you're doing down here. So that permeates the whole state.
Yeah.
You're part of a community of something bigger than you.
Yeah, it's the beer culture,
and that
and I want more of it.
Sure.
That's the first thing I told Steve out at Third Rock. You know, I'm so glad you're here.
And close by, and you cooperate. Yeah. And when you're out of something or he's out of something, you can kind of share and whatever, and bring us all up together. That's great. That's good. Thanks for having us in. We appreciate it. Wish you all luck in the world.
Thank you.
Till next time, this is Dave and Glenn from New Bern, from Brewery 99. Reminding you to drink local and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.
Cheers.